Golf io le tengo da basket, parli a casa ancora vuoi paragono. Pescetto quello che
well, friends, here we go again, watch. So, that is a view, or? You know where we are, it gets warmer, so we drive to tropical island.
Mitragliette come Tony Montana.
My favorite female artist of Shark from Roma, Italy. That is nice. So we drive in to tropical island Court. Oh, that is what I like. Watch that view. Oh. Warmer now, the spring comes. Today we talk about negative things because last video was not that positive, because normally when you know my videos it's always positive. The sunshine comes to the core, but there are circumstances which are of course negative. I know also things which I don't like, you know, but I avoid those things and so I'm always happy. That is what I want to tell you, because last time with the rules and such things in the German video, you know, most subscribers were from the USA, but watched the video so they didn't have understand me, so I will tell a little bit about that you also know it. And then we go to tropical island with my lovely ball. Last time I couldn't play it, the Wilson Authentic Outdoor Ball. Nice. So I drive in, there we see us. So once again, now we have the roots riding from back in the days. You hear it? We have also the Autostrada, the highway, you know, I call it the Autostrada. That is relaxing driving in, or you cruise on an e-bike, you need no power. It's so geil, or? Oh, you hear it. I know everywhere where the courts are. In every mountain we were in, all what you see here, in all of those mountains, over those mountains, there are street ball courts. And I know almost all of them, you know. I've shown you almost all of them on videos, you know. Everywhere, back side, this side, that side, we all overcome, you know. Those mountains I overdrove, you know. One time I overdrove those 2000 meter mountain to come to Ötzikot, you know. That was also cool. That is nice, you know. Drive here, Autostrada, nice music, relax. That is what I enjoy, what I like, you know. The river here, the negative things I don't need. But when we talked about rules, then I had to mention those things, because of course there exist negative things which I see, which I do not like. A lot of things, you know. But those things I avoid, so I never have to deal with that. I like it nice, and that is what I enjoy. And that you should also do, you know, in your style. You will not like the same thing as I do, but you should also enjoy your life with all the things what you like, you know, the style what you like, the balls what you like, the places what you like, the people what you like, that you should enjoy it. Alone, I tell you something, when I come with that loudspeaker, you know, it's really loud sometimes. The people get aggression, not outside, in the city most of the times, you know, because they think so, wow, how can someone listen so loud music, or how come into the idea, they have really bad intention, you know, that I don't understand. You have really nice music, friendly, but people sometimes really hate you for that, you know? And that is something I avoid. Such people do not interest me, you know. I have no problem, you know. For example, I know when I come in that style in the city that I got those attention, that people will look angry or say something stupid or whatever, but that does not affect me, you know. I'm mental very strong, so to me that is not my problem. If you have problems, aggression, it is your problem, not mine. And so, I will drive more in, enjoy, then we see us. Watch the nice bike rides, the race bicycles. Here with the dude da. Now we have advertisement. The shit advertisement. That is also a thing what I will tell you. Why I do not like YouTubers or influencers. I cannot stand them. But I avoid them. Here it's German rap hip hop, but it's advertisement, it's not my music. I have only one hand now to change. But who is it? I don't know. What's in the 90s there were much more people with loudspeakers, with ghetto blasters, you know. And nowadays you see people with small smartphones on the court with really shit sound, you know, from the loudspeaker. It's of course on the smartphone. We have technology, but they have a small smartphone. Wait, I have to go on to my music. So, I'm relaxing. But we can make it also here because on Tropical Island Court, or aka the NBA Champ Court, you know, reminds me of an NBA champ. So, the weather, something went into my eye from the wine. But you know, negative energy. I told in German a few things, especially at the end. People I don't like when they come without a respect on the court. I have seen a lot of things, you know, but does it affect me? No. Even if people would talk trash to me, or, you know, we have a city here, the people, but that was always a little bit, who, how is this called in English? Who say stupid things to strange people, you know, also to people who they don't know, you know. When someone walks in the street, doesn't matter who, there are always people who say something stupid, you know. I don't know that. From other cities, I don't know that. And even if that would happen to me on the court, or they talk trash to me, it would not affect me, you know. I don't have an ego problem. Even if you then leave the court and they think, boy, now we have showed him that he is an asshole or whatever, it would not affect my ego, nothing, because I tell you again, I have known people which are not that friendly than me, you know, and if they would have done such things to them, that would have not ended good, you know. And so I always imagine that film, if this or that guy would be in now, you know, but it never happens to me. But I only will tell you, I leave the court, and if it would happen, they would think, boy, now we have won the ego thing, but I go out and laugh inside, you know what? But I avoid such people. The thing is, of course, for example, when I watch internationally, you know, for example, I was in an interview with Kevin Durant, where he said, in terms, you know, my English is not the best, so I cannot say it 100% exactly, but for example, that they should allow to smoke weed, you know, in that small term said, you know. And there I think, what is that for a role model when you will legalize such things as a sportsman or a sportswoman in sports, that people should smoke, you know. I understand that for medicine reasons it can help you, you know, a lot of fighters do that. But in my opinion, when you say that they should legalize it because you can calm down and it produces better power than in a game, in my opinion, you have done something very wrong in your life when you need substances to calm down, you know. Then you have really done something wrong in your life. That is my opinion. The same when people say a role model is someone who made robberies, who made knife attacks, and then he played basketball, and then he is a nicer person. Yeah, it's cool for him or for the person, but that is not a role model, you know. A former robbery guy, a former people fighter, and then this is a role model. I don't get it, you know. That is not a role model. Normally you should not bring attention to such people, you know. Role models are people who don't smoke, who don't drink, who live a clean lifestyle, who are friendly. These are role models who help other people, you know. And also to the Kevin Durant interview, when he laughed and said longevity is for him the greatness, you know. know, it's all, everyone has other opinion. But wait, now we are here, someone sitting here. Most of the times, oh, the go-kart car, you know, with the small cars. Watch, no one is here. Whoa, that is nice. That is nice. My bench is here. Oh. Oh, that is nice. I'm here. The smile is here, the sunshine. With the cart bun, with the electrical cars. Here they stand on the platform. I know this track since the 80s. Since the 80s I'm here, you know. That is very cool, but I had never the chance to drive such a car, you know. That is a club. And here with the bench. Now tell me, is that cool or not? With roots reggae. When I turn my camera now this way, the microphone is here, so you don't hear it that good. But you know, here I can turn it, watch. Wait, or have they fixed it? What is there? Normally you can turn it. Oh no, it is heavy. They should oil it. You see, that is a cool thing. And now I can sit here. Here you have everything for the bicycle. I've also shown you that. You can bring on the bicycle. And here you have all tools what you need. You have a pump here, you know, to pump it up. All what is needed, you know. Here you have fresh water. Here a little beach. I have my roots reggae which are here. A bench. Very relaxing to sit down. And now tell me, is that enjoyable or not? And that is also, would you now play in a city with people who have not good mood maybe? Where cars are driving and all loud and things, or I sit here, enjoy my time. I'm alone of course, but that is even better than to have to do with stupid people, you know. Roots reggae, wow. On my birthday I was also sitting here, you know, when we drove 3 times to Kydal on one day. The roots reggae. Amazing, enjoy that, you know, enjoy your life. But to the Kevin Durant thing, you know, he smiled and said longevity is to his greatness and not like others who went away from basketball and play baseball, where he meant Michael Jordan. If you are younger you will not know that. Jordan was there in the 80s, he could not win the title. In the 90s he was the best, and then he left the NBA. And why? He wanted to play baseball. And for the public, what was known, why? Because he wanted to go out of basketball because his father died and he was a baseball fan. And so he wanted to be a baseball player then, and that was the reason why he left the NBA. And then when he came back, he lost to Orlando Magic, you know, Shaquille O'Neal and Penny Hardaway, and then they won 3 straight again, you know, 6 titles. But the interview with Kevin Durant smiling here, others leave the NBA, completely unrespectful, you know. I think he was not, maybe he didn't know that, you know, that can also be. Nowadays people do not know much about back in the days, but or maybe he meant it in other words or didn't thought about that, you know. But completely unrespectful, and LeBron James was also sitting there and smiling. And that is the new generation. And I tell you, this new even. So my camera is damaged, you know. all over, you know. But when you laugh about such a thing, this new generation style, and you laugh about someone who has won more championships than you or LeBron James, you know, in German we would say, dann würde ich's Maul halten, you know. Then I would shut up my mouth when the other one you laugh about has won more championships than you. And that is this new style. For them it is more important to have statistics. There you are better there. That is uninteresting, you know, to us in the 90s. Or that it should be the main reason you play in the NBA when you want to be successful is the championship. For example, when the Golden State Warriors made the record for in the how it is called in English, the season, you know, when they made wins and losses, they overruled the Chicago Bulls. But in the end of the day, then in the same year when they made this record, they lost in the finals. They didn't win the championship. So how much is this interesting? The Chicago Bulls made the record, but then they won, you know, they won then the championship. That is the difference. But nowadays, you know, championships does not mean anything. Go to tennis, you know, when you're a tennis player, go to a Grand Slam, you come to the final and you have not lost one set. It's all great, but when you lose the final, it means nothing. You have not won, lose or win. You win the championship or you lose it. How you come to the final is uninteresting. Of course, you can say world class, this, that, all good, but at the end of the day, you have not won the championship. And when you are, for example, LeBron James, so long in the NBA, you can say so much finals, all is great, you know. But at the end of the day, not more championships than Jordan. You know what I mean? But nowadays they all look different, you know. It is no problem. The people will. So camera again. And I have no problem when you say it other, but you know, I have other thinking wise on that. But also I can say about LeBron James, so he never got that greatness tool from the people, from the television, you know, because nowadays we have Instagram, we have highlights, and they can now show also bad things, or when someone misses a shot. Back in the days they didn't exist, you know, they also missed shots, and they always said not Jordan, not Jordan, not Jordan, and they never said how great, how great, how great, because that is greatness what we see right now here, you know. And also those comparison back then, nowadays, who is better? It is uninteresting. All the time, other players, enjoy it what you have now. You know what I mean? And also what people always forget, what do you think if a Michael Jordan would enter in now? He would be even better. Why? Because the nutrition, the science on training is a complete different level nowadays than it was back then. So if he had the chance to train that way, he would be even better. You know, but who cares? We will never see that, so enjoy what you have now, give the players now the greatness. But where I have a problem when they come completely the dude, what is completely bad for the body, for the health, then they say they need weed to smoke, that they can come down. Something is wrong there, you know. There I am more a sportsman than those professional players. I live a cleaner lifestyle, I don't drink, I don't smoke. I eat healthy, I train, I have no tattoos, so I live a cleaner lifestyle than most of the professionals do, you know. And then the other thing, when they say, hey, there are too many NBA games, I understand why they say it, for the body, this and that, but on the other hand, they get millions of dollars. It is their free decision to play there. They can make a job which they love, to play basketball, to train. And my opinion, my sidewise is that when you say, hey, it is too hard, we have too many games, maybe it is because too many games, no attention from the people anymore, we have too many internet. Back in the days that wasn't there. But if players say that, then I would say, yeah, then search another job, you know. You earn millions of dollars. Other people work for $1 in India and China for $1, you know, per hour. Maybe even worse, hardest work. And then they are complaining when they get millions of dollars, we have to play too much basketball. Yeah, then search other job. It is your own decision. You know, you can walk away and get other job if you don't like it. Others would be happy and do everything, you know, for that money. And that is also what I don't get, that mentality. You know, back in the days, there were killers who wanted the championship and nothing else. You know. But yeah, everyone how he wants, and that is why I don't watch it anymore. Not interesting to me, such a thing, you know. And also on courts, what I told you, you know. For example, I'm here in my country the biggest YouTuber, but I don't want the name as a YouTuber because I don't like YouTubers, you know, or influencers. But why do I don't like influencers or YouTubers? Because that is all advertisement shit. Every channel is almost an advertisement channel. They act like advertisement, you know. So, my bicycle is still here, always watch, you never know, you know. The thing is, when that changed completely, you know. Every video is only based on this advertisement product, what they want to sell you, you know. The idea is not what video can I make, so only what can I produce in a video that I can bring in the product for the advertisement in the best way. That is the reason how they make videos and how they act like advertisement shit people, you know. I am from the 90s, I always say, but it's shit advertisement between the films on television, shit advertisement. There were channels like Teleshop channel and such things where the whole day runs advertisement. That was on television. Sometimes we watched it because they acted so stupid, you know. There was a blonde guy with long blonde hair, we always laughed, you know. But he acted good and we always laughed about it. Watch how he's stupid does. Watch how he acts now, how stupid. They said, oh, only 100 products are animal. And he listened to a headphone. Oh, I hear it now. They only have 100 products. You have to call right now, otherwise they are away. And in 2 hours he heard the same shit and the next day he said the same thing, yeah. Completely bullshit, you know. In German, I'd say it in German. Da war der Blonde, you know. Kompletter Schwachsinn. Wir haben den immer zugeschaut, weil er so blöd an hat. Es ist immer so gesagt, hey, es gibt nur noch 100 Produkte zum Kaufen, ruft schnell an. Schon seien sie alle weg. Oh ja, es sind nur noch 98. Schnell anrufen. Und wir sie da haben, so blöd, da ist echt lachen müssen. Da ist echt zugeschaut und hast gesagt, den Trottel an, wie er wieder blöd tut. You know? In German. And that is nowadays the YouTubers, how they act. All is bullshit and always this sentence, oh, write it in the commentary. Everyone tells you that in a video. Oh, now I'm interested, now write it in the commentary. Everyone says it. Bullshit, they are not interested, it's only for the algorithm. So I had a lot of things which I don't like, but I don't watch it anymore. Things what do not good to me, I'm not interested. And when I think about it, same in the city. You know how many restaurants do not say hello to you. You go in, they don't say hello. Normally in the 90s, people would avoid such a restaurant. Nowadays it is the standard, you know. To me, a wise person once said, 4 words you should always know. Please, thank you, hello and bye. Only those 4 words, then it is all good. Nowadays they don't say hello, nothing. To me, uninteresting, you know. So, even if I'm in the city, it doesn't affect me. I think you have a stupid life, your aggression, your behavior does not interest me. Or those people who always they always make this. No one makes the hand in front. Maybe 1%, even if they stay beside of you, they make this. You know what I did back in the days? I said, shut your head, how it is called in English. Put your hands up there, you asshole. I got really in with aggression. You know what happens? The people don't say, oh sorry, or get in fear. They get really aggressive and want to fight you when you say that. And so I learned to avoid those such things. I cannot change that. Same on courts, what I told you, when stupid people, and I avoid it. You know, I don't need that. And so, before I talk such negative things, then I get also negative. So I'm sitting here, enjoy it, and I don't need such things. But of course those things exist what I don't like. And coming back to the YouTube thing, you know, I'm not a YouTuber, I'm a street baller who makes videos and puts it into YouTube. There's a difference. And now we have the advertisement. I want my roots reggae. Or do we have it? But you know, for example, I'm the biggest YouTuber from basketball in my country because I made more videos than anyone else. But to me, if I have 1 view, 1,000 views, 1 million views, it will not change anything. And only to say you one thing, what do you think now when I will ask you how many people since I make videos for YouTube with basketball, a few years now, how many people have come from this city and wrote me, hey cool, can I play with you, can I test the ball from you, can we play together one day? How many people have come to me and asked me that? What do you think now? Now 1, 2, 3, time is over. Not one single person has asked me that or written to me that, you know, no one. That says you also about a little bit about the mentality. And so the people here are not in that mood, hey cool, there is someone, hey can I make with you a video, hey what ball do you have? Even private, not one single person came to me and asked me, hey what ball do you have, can I test the ball? Not one single person asked me that, you know. That is the mentality here. I am other, I'm much more open-minded, much more friendly, you know. And so with such people that does not connect that good, you know, because I'm friendlier, nicer. But you can also say maybe people don't have the nuts to ask you that, you know. But I see it sometimes. I don't need that vibes, you know. And so I go outdoor, and on the outside courts, the people are most of the times friendlier, you know, what I see. And I enjoy my time. That is the most important thing. I don't need a second player here. Matches are not interesting to me. I have enough other sports where I competed, you know. And also, I don't like it to be on the same court in a city. Why? Once I played table tennis tournaments. Every single week we were in indoor hall, so I know almost every indoor hall from the 90s. And I was from morning to the end indoor, no sunshine, nothing. And I ask myself, hey, my friends, other people are in the swimming pool in summer, have a nice time, and I am in a such indoor room. And then it may click, and now I drive, enjoy such a beautiful area with my roots reggae. And I don't need another person. I meet a lot of persons, but that you don't see on the camera. But I don't film them, you know, that they are in the pictures. I have met a lot of people, you know, or played, but that you will not see. And that it is, you know. I enjoy it now, then we drive in tropical island. Enjoy your life, you know. I mean, you have a complete other style also. That I don't like those short bands. I don't like that German hip-hop auto-tune thing, you know. I have a other style, you know. And so I avoid things which I don't like, and you should do the same. And you don't like me, avoid me, you know, then you have a great time. Enjoy your life, whatever you like, you know. Oh. Roots reggae. And now I drive in tropical island court with good mood, and that you see in my videos. All what you see is that what I like, and that comes very authentic to the video, because I only show you that what I enjoy, what I like, good mood, and that will you see, and the things what I don't like you will never see, because I avoid such things. And now, tropical island court, we are coming, and if it's full, I know other court, and that is nice, with the rubber ball, because 90 guys love rubber balls. Let's do it. So my friends, now we arrived at tropical island court. Watch that trees, you know. Wow, what a nice thing, or what a court with that ball. Wilson authentic outdoor, the rubber ball. But you have a little bit noise because they built here something. But I hear the birds, the free nature. Wow, that is absolutely amazing to me, or then you know why tropical island court. That is nice. Also want to say something. People what I would like to join my time, you know, most of them don't live anymore, you know, so I don't have those people anymore which I would join my time. So I'm alone, you know, but I have no problem with that. And to the ball, I also have say something, because in the last video I said why this is a great rubber ball, or maybe the best to me. But the subscriber, you know, greetings out there, who bought me this ball, he said he had it also in his hands, an old version, also a used up version, and a new version. And he said he was not, how did he say it in English? He was not that happy with it, you know, it didn't feel that great to him. And that is a thing, you know. I experienced that with all the writings, that what I told you, the best ball is this ball which you like most. And even good basketballs cannot fit to some players who say this ball is not good to them, you know. And that happened to him, and so I can say it in English now. If you don't like that rubber material from that ball, you know, that I can understand that, because you cannot grip it, that the grip is not there, you see. I cannot hold it left. I can always hold the balls better than with my right hand, you know, that always was that. If you don't like that ball, then I can also tell you, you will not like the Spalding Platinum series. It's a bit similar from the rubber material, better quality, you know. And also the Spalding Street, go to the sun again. Not the Street Phantom, the Spalding Street is also similar. It's better than the Platinum series in my opinion, but not that good than this ball, you know. But they have the same rubber material from the feeling here. So all of those three then you will not like, you know, and that is not bad in general now for the people. And for example, he likes the Bain Legend rubber ball, complete other feeling. To me, that is too much grip, not from the holding, from when it rotates in the hand. This is too much to me, you know. And so it is very difficult to judge a ball, because these are good rubber balls, but why do you judge a ball higher than the others? You know, I made one time a video not that long ago how I rank basketballs. It is very difficult, because with now all the opinions around the world, what I listened, everyone has a little bit of other opinion, you know. Of course, you can say a ball is bad from the quality because it jumps too high, too much weight or too less weight. Or you have good quality ball or other good quality ball, but the other one has deeper channels, the other one not that deep, the other one has better grip. Then how to judge it, you know? Other players will judge it different, and also to the holding to the ball. He said he couldn't hold, for example, the DRV Pro, the Echo version, like I did it. I could hold the ball still with one hand making this, and I don't have two big hands, you know. People think I'm 2 meters, I'm 180, you know, 181 or so. I don't have that big hands. But, you know, other people have other hands, other grip, you know. But to me, it works. And I try always to show people the balls, how they sound, how they jump, the rebound, you know. Then they see a lot in my videos. But, you know, when it fits to my hand, it can happen that you can hold it better or worse than me, you know. That is always the thing. But to me, you know what I mean, when I dribble the ball, I have so much grip, not from holding it, but when I dribble it, to me this ball fits in perfect, you know. It is a good rubber ball, but of course it will not make happy all people. But to me, wow, there comes the sunshine when I see that ball, to play that ball. You know, that is the thing what I want to tell you. Now I play here, very cool with the new Asphalt, you know, what they made. And now the ring, is it higher now? Boah. Huh? Now it is higher, you see that? Because here is normally... Huh? That ring was very low, you know. Have they... Yeah, you see that? You see that now? They have made it higher. Boah. Because when they made the new asphalt, the older asphalt was completely over and it was low. And with that asphalt it became higher and the ring was never the highest. But you see that, boah, this tool from here to here, you see that cut. They made it really higher, boah. Because I could jump to the ring, it was too low, you know. I was thinking, today I saw the video from Wilt Chamberlain, I always call it Wild Chamberlain. He didn't even have to jump to come to the ring, and then I thought, boy, here on that court I have the same feeling, how much easier that is to throw it in when you are that big. And now, boy, they really changed it, you know. Boy, that is great, because now it is even better. Boy, and also here you see the same here now. Boy, then you see outside the people do something for the basketball courts. Boy, whoever made this, boy, very great. Thank you very much. Boy, you know, the idea, you see that? An extra tool to make it higher for the people. Boy, thank you very much to that village. That is amazing, you know. And I always enter in with respect, you know. That is also something. You always, when I come to courts, when people and I ask them, hey, can I play? I watch how they play or what the rules they have there, you know, the vibes which are there. I don't come here and say, hey, I do now my style and finish. No, I go to the rules from the people there. This is the court of the people from that village, you know. That is not my hometown. I'm a stranger here. But the people always give me respect on the outside courts, because I enter in with respect and the people are much open-minded, you know. Even on that side of the mountains where they are much friendlier than on the other side. And now we play. Wow, that is amazing. Great, let's do it. You see what I mean? To me, this ball is great, you know, the feeling, how I can dribble it to my style, you know. Then people come and say, you cannot play basketball or all those things, you know. I'd make it with my style, what I can do, and that feels great, you know. The channels, to me, feels all in, you know. I have so much pleasure with this ball. You know, also the rotation in my hands, you know, I like that. This rowing, very great to me, you know, the jumping height, all is good, you know. Now I've seen a quarter no-go. So now the camera was off again. I will not film it again when I play now, so I will close the video now, because it always writes it is damaged and it happened to me, and then all files are away. So last thing now, the cool thing was there, the kids were in there, you know, school kids, all different people from all nations, and they were in with jeans, with real used up orange basketballs. They had so much fun to play this energy level. It was so cool to watch. I had to work, was driving by, that was amazing. But now I will not film again, because then it can happen that all files are away. Now I played a bit smartphone. Only 3 minutes I have left on the smartphone. Now almost every ball went in. When I play off the camera, I'm better than with the camera. But you see the jumping. I will enjoy now the playing. I have to come in. My arms are over from the training, and you know, I drove, I think, I don't know, 12 hours bicycle in the last 2 days, and the training, I feel it, you know, so the jumping and all those, but I enjoy it now. I hope you do it too, you know, and then we see us next time. Until then, bye and ciao.